Hey everyone, welcome back to my latest trapping video. So this is going to be part 2 of my KVK series, my 180 mil point KVK series. If you missed part 1, I will leave it down in the description down below. Go check that out. If you do like this video, please leave a thumbs up on it. So we'll be starting off with an attack from the paladin. So he hit me right before I got the recorder on, unfortunately. So didn't get to see the hit there, but I will have like so many hits in this video. This is going to be the longer half of it. This is where I will be getting a 4 billion gold bounty, so you'll see that steadily increasing in the video. So he hit me with tier 5 and tier 4. He went more tier 4, so he didn't do too much damage, only 179,000 damage there. He did have some tier 5 or ace tier 5 familiar, so he didn't have double or anything like that, but it did hit my infantry, everything, so only did a little bit of damage. But again, he was the paladin, but he does have the emperor in his guild, so Dewedgie is in his guild, but he doesn't like the solo people. That's the problem actually with this KVK is the Chinese guilds don't know how to gangbang people, so they don't ever do it. So everyone's going in one at a time, just giving me a ton of points. Again, my tier 4 soul trap isn't the strongest soul trap ever. It does have really good gear. It just has very little troops, only has 3 million troops, and he already has a 1.5 billion gold bounty on me. So people are coming in to hit me here. So I'm going to pop an attack boost here just because WG9AM was going in there. He did get my scout, unfortunately. So he knew what he was doing there, but yeah, he came in with a blast. It only did 12,000. I think it was a fake attack just to get my scout, so he did a good job there. I thought he was actually going to go in full attack there to get the 1.5 billion bounty. He did not, so he kind of knows what he has, but so he's going to come in with a second attack here. Boom. Again, I didn't think I could actually cap him with, I wasn't sure, because again, would be the biggest hit ever on my trap here, so I didn't know what he was going to be sending at me or anything like that. So I'm going to just heal that up quickly. Heal the next one as well before he comes in with another one. Again, he comes with another one. I know he likes to hit people multiple times. I believe he is the guy actually zeroed by Griffin Trap by soloing it to death. He'll just keep sending tier 2 and tier 4, tier 5 fodder because he does have max stats and all that. So I don't know if I ever show his gear in this video, but he is like a max account. So he has crazy gear, that AM guy. So anyways, he kept hitting me a bunch of times. Unfortunately, I'm not getting any KVK points for this hit, but I am getting a bunch of free kills anyways. But yeah, he is going, I think he's going actually tier 2, tier 5 at me right now, so that's why it's doing so much damage. We'll take a look at some of the reports after, but yeah, he keeps hitting me, so he keeps going in. Someone else is coming in, so I'm just going to quickly heal. Someone else is speeding up. That was actually pretty slow after that hit, so I had lots of time to heal there. I guess the other guy tried to gangbang me with that, but again, nobody's sending their leader. Both these guys, that's the thing about the Chinese, they don't like sending their leader in the attacks. I don't know if AM is Chinese, but most Chinese people either go leaderless attacks, especially if they're titans and stuff. They do a ton of damage without their leader, so they don't usually go leadered, even though it would give me reds. This way they're just giving me free kills because I can just heal in between. But yeah, you can see he's going tier 5, tier 2. He does have max familiars and all that. Again, I think he's a maxed account, AM. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, he likes to go tier 2, tier 5, so he did hit me a ton of times there. LMC also went in there. Again, leaderless. Again, like I said, they don't like the gangbang. They don't like they send their leader, but they like to give me lots of points anyway. So it's up to 2.8888 bill now. So what's called the reward will keep increasing during this video, at least until I have to go to sleep because I'm not sleeping. Basically, where it's called unshielded on my soul trap. It's just not, that's a way to get zero, basically. So this guy's going in again, leaderless. I think that was a leaderless hit. They are giving me more points, but it is LMC just going one at a time, leaderless. Or was that a leadered hit? That did quite a bit of damage. Oh no, it was because of the tier 5 familiars. Okay, never mind. He did a little bit of damage because of the tier 5 familiars. That's it. He does have the tier 5, but yeah, he went leaderless again, and he's just setting it with a speed up gear. The bounty is at 2.88 billion now, so hasn't increased yet, but you will see a bigger increase here. But now they're just going to start pirating me because I guess they gave up. Didn't even try to do a gangbang, just went leaderless attacks at me and was like, oh, that's good enough. But this guy came in, boom, I just got the record on just in time as it hit me. I was kind of panicking because he was hitting full tier 5 and the guy does have really good gear. But again, I was in the right phalanx, so I was in range. Someone else is coming in right after that. We'll see if it's an actual attack, but I think it was just siege, so never mind. It wasn't an actual attack, but what's his name? Malang, he does have some really good gear. Take a look at that. Yeah, he's got some mythic champ and stuff like that, but he went full tier 5 at me on that one. But yeah, I was in range, so it didn't really do too much damage, especially since my frontline and range is actually tier 4, and I actually had reinforcements at this point because I think someone was rallying me, so I got reinforcements, and they just left the reinforcements there, and then guess what? The guy hit me into my reinforcements there, so it really didn't do too much damage. So yeah, it's up to 4 billion gold now. I have Malang's leader as well. I think Malang actually bought his leader back or something like that. Yeah. So I think they are gonna actually buy that back, but the other one I'm not gonna give back just because it's still 4 billion. And it's giving me tons of free kills here. They are still hitting me here, so they're just doing leaderless hits here. Like Angel's going in here, LMC again. They're just trying to gangbang me with leaderless hits, which are doing like 80k troops at a time, which is like literally nothing. They're not doing anything to me. All they're doing is giving me free points. They're kind of like half-assing their attempt to actually free the leader. But again, I don't really care because it's a bunch of free points. They will actually switch into their war gear for these leaderless hits, which I don't understand. A lot of the Chinese guilds do that. They'll hit you with their war gear on. And this one guy actually later on in the video hits me like 5 times, but he switches to his war gear sending leaderless attacks, so I know exactly what he's actually going to be sending because he switches it to before he hits me leaderless, and the gear is not doing anything for his leaderless hit, so I'm not sure why he's doing that. But anyway, so yeah, they're just going to piracy me some more, going to reaping me and all that stuff. So they try to set another rally on me. I was like, I could probably take this. There wasn't too many people joining or anything like that. So I was wondering if I could take it, because if they do send a small rally, I can actually take the rally. But if they send too many people, then it's gonna be too much. So this guy's just sending a tester attack at me. Probably get rid of my garrison and stuff like that. But yeah, so I got some more free points from that as well. So they gave me so many points. This one guild gave me so many points just sending leaderless hits. Again, like it's like giving me free points and free kills this whole time. Like I know it's tier 2 a lot of times that they're what's called killing, but the tier 4 is also in there, so it's free points on the tier 4. So that was just a 1 troop. So I do have 5 million troops right now because I'm fully reinforced with 1 million troops. But yeah, so we'll take a look at that. That was 375 that guy sent with the infantry. Again, a lot of tier 2, but still some tier 4. And they do have the tier 5 familiars. So they think that the tier 5 familiars are enough to actually do damage, but it's really doing nothing. So anyways, I did have to go to sleep, so I had to give that bounty away. I think I actually gave it to my guildmate, which I didn't record, unfortunately. So I didn't show up. Like, since I have... what's it called? Basically mostly tier 4. I can get rid of most of my tier 4 and just have a little bit of tier 4 and tier 2. So it's actually really easy to have someone burn me after I get rid of my troops. So that's what I did. So I got someone to burn me, and that was pretty easy. This guy's just sending 375,000, trying to farm me. He burned my ult. I was doing the 2,000 IQ trap here. So 375,000 tier 2 there. But this guy didn't like that I killed his troops, so he's going to go in for a second attack here. He's going to be sending range probably because he's sitting in his range. So this is the guy I was talking about. This is the guy who switches to his war gear if he's going to send a leaderless thing. So if he's sending leaderless range, he's going to switch to his range gear. If he's sending leaderless cav, he's going to switch to his cav gear. And he didn't try and fake me out this whole time. He literally was like, okay, I'm going to attack him range. I'm going to switch my range gear and then send leaderless. I'm like, okay. And then I caught on a little bit later, and I was like, oh, so as soon as he switches to his war gear, I know exactly what he's going to switch. So I'm going to switch my phalanx and just counter him instantly. Again, I wasn't really healing, so I don't think he knew I was online, but yeah, so he likes to send tier 2, tier 4. Again, a lot of these guys do that. They'll send the tier 2, tier 4 leaderless and try and zero me. So he's sending cab this time. Again, he's in his cab gear. I could just switch my range there, but I don't like switching the range just because it's my tier 4 and I have no tier 2 fodder, so it does make the heal a little more expensive. I will switch back to infantry afterwards, but yeah, I never really send cav unless I see the cav coming. But yeah, I can see he's at tier 4, tier 2 again. Tons of points because this is double points, by the way, since it is that. So he's going to be sending another cav attack. Again, I'll switch my range. I think he sees the bigger drop or something from the cav because I am in my tier 4, but it's not really doing many injured itself, but obviously the might drops a little bit more just because of the tier 4. Taking a look at that, 17,000 tier 4 injured there, 600,000 drop for me, and then he, yeah, obviously lost a ton of troops. Lost all his tier 2 there, and then obviously at the tier 4 is wounded, but again, free points. That's a lot of tier 4. in that attack. He's going to be sending another one here. He's going to be sending a third cav attack. So this is the third time he's doing it. So I'll switch back to my range. He sees me drop in here like 600,000 at a time, but yeah, it's going to take him forever to zero me if he does this. Like, he's going to lose all his troops before I lose all mine, even if I didn't heal at this point, because he's only injuring 17,000 at a time, and he's going to take forever. Like, I'll take out his leaderless all the time. So anyway, so he sent more cav, lost another 150,000 tier 2, 224,000 tier 4, and yeah, again, he is in his cav gear here. I didn't get the other parts because I cut some of the parts out, but yeah, he does switch to his gear every time he's going, and you will see him at the end here. He'll be switching to his range, I believe, or his range gear. Yeah, he's in his range gear, so he's going to be going in for another attack. I'm going to switch back to my infantry to counter him before he even sends the attack. Yeah, he's not very good at this rock, paper, scissors. He's literally telling me what he's going to be sending before he even starts. Yeah, so he's sending range now. So here comes his range attack, and it's coming in here again. Yeah, so that's more free points. So I think I end up with 180 million points at the end of this KVK. So it ends up getting really, really good. But yeah, so 215,000 tier 4 in there, and then another 150,000 tier 2 dead for him. I believe this was the last attack he went, because I think he gave up after sending, 5 attacks? But yeah, so he gave me a ton of points. I don't know how many points that actually is. But yeah, it was probably like 50 million points or something crazy like that, since it's double points. So I'm doing the 1,000 IQ trap here again. This guy's just coming in to try and basically get my leader. He's going to just send a tier 3 attack. Nothing too bad, just some more free points for me. Again, I got hit so many times this KVK, but no gangbangs, unfortunately, so no big attacks like that. They're all coming in one at a time. Yeah, but that's kind of what happens when you get a bunch of Chinese guilds in a KVK. It's going to be one at a time attacks, and you get a bunch of leaderless attacks. Doesn't mean you're not going to get the points. It just means you're not going to get too many leaders and not too many gangbangs from that. So I'm doing the 1,000 IQ trap here. So this guy's going to be coming in, LHA Sam Jang. I'm just going to see what he's going to be sending here. I'm sending it infantry. So if he sends range, yep, he'll be sending range. Only 250, I think, on this. Yeah, 250,000. He's going to be sending just a regular range attack, but he actually does send his leader for once. So finally got someone to send their leader. I mean, other people in this video sent their leader, but it's really hard to get them to send their leader. But yeah, he sent tier 5, 2, and 4. So tried to send some fodder. Sent his blast to tier 4 and tier 5. Didn't pop a boost or anything. He does have a tracker on me, so like, oh, maybe someone will actually finally gangbang me. So there is someone coming, but unfortunately, that guy sped up really quickly, and I did not get my war gear on. So I got caught without my war gear on. That was definitely a Titan. You'll see his gear. He does have full mythic champ, 11k heroes, max familiars, all that stuff. Unfortunately, he also countered me, and I didn't have my war gear on, so that hurt quite a bit. This account does have quite good HP since it is a tier 4 account, so that didn't do as much damage as it could have. Obviously, if I wasn't my war gear, it wouldn't have been so bad, but yeah, he did 900,000 there. I don't have that many troops, so as soon as I start losing troops, it does hurt a lot, because I am down. I do have a bunch of tier 4 and just a little bit of tier 2, and I'm kind of set up as like a ranged range trap, but as like a solo trap, so it's like a scaled down version. If I was to build a bunch more tier 2, this trap gets so strong, I found out. All I need is like couple million more tier 2, and guess what, the trap goes way stronger. But yeah, he's gonna be going for another cab blast. I think I was I in range that time? No, I was in infantry again, but you can see the difference with my war gear on opposed to not with my war gear on. Yeah, so you can see it's almost like 500k difference. And yeah, he can't even give me reds when he full counters me, because this account has crazy HP in my gear and all that. Unfortunately, I don't have any troops, so I am having a hard time getting to his siege in time. That's the only reason he's burning me, is because I'm not killing a siege. He's just walking back with siege every time. But yeah, it doesn't really matter, because at this point, I'm kind of like a bruiser trap. You guys don't know what a bruiser trap is. It's basically a trap where you basically don't cap people, but they're not giving you reds either. So they can hit you a bunch of times, get a walk back, hit you again. But since they're not giving you any reds and they're taking reds, you're technically winning at that point, because he's losing a bunch of tier 4, having to heal those tier 5s with the Lunite and all that. But for me, I'm just having to heal some tier 2. I'm not actually losing any troops, so it's not a big deal. And yeah, he only did 334,000 my front line. You can see even on a full counter there, he was not able to do enough damage, and the other stuff is just the back line. So he's gonna be seeing another attack in here with his leader. He didn't burn me that time because I was able to counter him on that one. So without him actually countering me there, I was able to actually not burn, but unfortunately, again, he did get a walk back from that because I wasn't able to take out his siege. But again, it's all free points, so if he keeps hitting me, again, this gives me lots of points in KVK. So in KVK, this is totally fine. This is actually a great way to get points. You want them to walk back a lot of times because if as soon as you cap them, usually, if you cap them in this situation, guess what? They won't hit you again. They're done. They'll just rally you or whatever. Maybe they'll gangbang you, but with the Chinese skills, they don't like to do that. They'll just rally you or give up. That's kind of what I've seen. But depending on the thing, I did burn that time. Again, only 300,000 in my infirmary, so still not losing any troops. It's just he's just doing more damage than I am to him because obviously I'm not capping him, but again, it doesn't really matter because I'm just getting free points, not losing any troops, and just having to heal some stuff. Yeah, it is getting a little expensive on the resource to heal, but yeah, you can see his gear. It's full Mythic Champ. He does have full stars, both 11k heroes, so it's pretty much a max count. I don't know what Baron Jewels and stuff he has or what his attack is, but he does have quite good, obviously, gear and all that. Yeah, he's getting walkbacks with his siege. I did kind of get into a siege on that last one, but not quite a bit. That one I did not. That was one where I didn't have my warrior on at all. So you can see the difference there. He did 700,000 to my front line compared to the one where I had my gear and he only did 300,000. So he did 400,000 more to my front line compared to that. And here's my stats. So you can see I have quite good stats. Obviously the tier 4 stuff. So I have 430% army HP, 192 army attack, and 238 army defense. So I am pretty stacked in the HP thing. It's just my attack's a little bit lower, and also I don't have the what's called troops to actually get to his backline because he probably has tons of HP in that Mythic Champ and the Champion Jewels and whatever other stuff he has in there with his Baron Jewels and stuff like that. So anyways, he wasn't going to hit me again, unfortunately. So this will be kind of the end of the video here. So yeah, so he did, at the end, he did do 386, which means he did more damage than me. That's kind of why he got to walk back and burn me, but he didn't actually do any damage to me. So I just healed that up and didn't lose any troops. So it was only the first one where I wasn't in my gear that I lost troops. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will have some more videos coming out later. I'm working on the competition one. So if you guys did submit your thing, you do have a chance to win the gems. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.